What's up, guys? So in this video, I'm going to talk about the art of perceptive leadership. So this was a passage taken off from the book "The Laws of Human Nature" by Robert Greene. Robert Greene, goes over different scenarios how leaders use perceptive observation as well as like empathy, how it's very important for especially social survival, social skills and everything like that. In this video, I'm just going to go over a few things that how observing your environment and using that to really enhance your leadership quality. So in the book, Robert Greene talks about this guy named Shackleton, Ernest Shackleton, and how he was a leader who led his troops through so many different types of adventures. And there was few different instances where he gave examples of using empathy as a survival skill. Understand empathy as a tool to gauge, manage others emotions, observe and adapt to group needs, especially under stress. In the book, Ernest, he was really seeing, observing his troops on a regular basis, to the point where the troop thought that he might be a psychic, because he was able to predict how they would act on a day-to-day basis based on even their tone of their voice, their body language and everything like that. How they how quickly they were moving. He was looking at every single small details that us regular people will not think about observing. His attitude was one of the biggest reason that he was such a good leader. um, I think in the book it mentions your attitude is infectious to the rest of the group. So it can infect other people, how the mood that you're in. Um, Maintaining confidence and optimism to encourage morale. When you're a leader, you need to be basically the example of the theme of your show. So if you're going to be down, if you're going to be not proactive and always reactive, then the fruits of that would be having a troop that might not be as receptive to what you're trying to accomplish. Positivity and maintaining the confidence is important quality that leaders hold. And then individualized attention. Observe unique needs of each individual. Adjust approach based on personal psychology. So based on everybody, like when when Ernest was talking to his troops, some of them were interested in different things, and he was talking to them on what was in their interest. And that's a sign of empathy, putting himself, even though he might not be really interested in whatever the troop was interested, but he made himself in a way that he was able to be in their shoes and really understand why they find that thing interesting. Whether if it's fishing or whatever hobbies that they have, he was able to relate to them and learn about what they actually care about. He wasn't talking about what he's interested in. And then the influence he had, you use gentle persuasion over force, building trust and open and understanding conversations. um, and in the passage he really talks about how he was able to mirror some of their actions that made them build so much rapport from the get-go. And this, you can use it in different aspects of your life. You don't want to use it for the wrong intention, but to really build that connection, especially in business. If you're trying to build a rapport with your prospect or client, this is very important, because you need to be able to kind of mirror your clients, understand their tone, their expression, and then the underlying motive of where they are at. Because in the book it gives a lot of examples about how somebody may say something, but the tonality, the way they carry themselves, speaks another language. And this is what he was able to pick up on. It's almost like a second communication of humans that were not really aware of unless we really dive deep and put in the work and effort to observe and take notes and understand. Um, in the book it talks about the mask that people hold, and it's important that even they could be showing a certain persona in front of you, but um, the underlying motive usually shows through the unconscious behavior. Could be as something simple as the eye contact to the energy, the how they carry themselves. So if it was really interesting, seeing those perspectives from someone who studied this for a very long time, and the observation they were able to pick up on, the self presentation, develop the mask that aligns with your goal. We all, if we have a goal, we got to be a certain type of person to achieve that goal. So it's almost like you got to kind of put on that mask, um, and use strategic self presentation to connect effectively with others. How you carry yourself, how you present yourself, can affect how you connect with other people. It could be as something deep as the way you talk, or the way you dress. It does play a role in who you can connect with, because everybody has their own notion and pre prejudgment of who they think someone is. So if they assume something else because you're dressing a certain way, then it could be harder for you to connect with that person. So I hope I'm making sense. There's a few things that I took away from um, the book so far. The main underlying thing is that empathy and putting yourself in other people's shoes really does affect how you're able to communicate with them, and the connection that you're able to build off the get-go. So I hope you take something from the video, and I'll see you soon.